All right, folks. Hey, Scott with Archery Unhinged. We got Jason Tabansky over here and Bridger Deaton. And we are in our new studio today, and I think we're recording live. Well, not live, but recording, which is kind of cool. And it's really weird because I don't have headphones on. None of us are wearing headphones, so I can't hear myself right now. But anyways, episode 1, new season, new show. We got a new studio that Jason designed and built, which is freaking cool as heck.
Yeah, this is my color, so if anybody's got any ideas with it, bite me.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be pretty cool. I think our biggest hurdle today is going to be the AC because it's already hot as crap in here.
It is Texas, and it is August.
Hot. Yeah, 102. But anyways, we're going to be talking about some cool stuff. We got a lot of things we're going to be going over coming up in the future. A lot of it's going to be centered around technical stuff. I think it's one of the things that a lot of people talked about is, hey, we don't get as much technical as you guys used to do. So we're going to kind of concentrate on that and try to do some episodes that are centered around technical part of our sport, what we do, how we do it, and how to set it up and all that crazy fun stuff. And then after that, we'll be, of course, covering all the tournament stuff that is going on. All the craziness that is in archery, especially right now. There is some crazy stuff going on.
Yeah.
We've been getting actually a request to do a live show or maybe a call-in show where we have you guys calling in to talk to us about asking questions about what's going on. Because one of the things that we pride ourselves in is that we're gonna kind of get raw, unfiltered, tell you the truth, not the BS, because there's a lot of political stuff going on in our industry right now. So, with that being said, what are we going to talk about today? Because there's a lot of stuff going on in the industry.
Dude, we haven't recorded in a while, so why don't we start with Coleman just finished.
Yeah,
the ASA season is over. The USAT season is over. The only thing that we've got left as far as outdoors, we've got Outdoor Nationals next week, and then the whole outdoor season's over. World Cup season's over. So we've got finals left for that. We've got World Championships coming up. And I don't know, is IBO done with?
IBO is this weekend.
Yeah, this coming weekend.
This weekend is a culmination of that.
So we're slowly inching towards my least favorite time of the year.
Yeah.
Indoor.
God,
I hate that
so
much.
Courtney was just talking yesterday about how excited she was for indoor season.
Yeah, no. But we have hunting season coming up too, which is going to be cool.
Yeah, I don't care about that.
Yeah, come on, dude. We're going to
The
kill
only thing I
things and
care
have
about
fun.
is killing birds.
Yeah.
And my goal is to go to Northwest Texas and shoot one of those sandhill cranes with a bow.
In all reality, your season's not over because
No.
you've got World Championships coming up in Korea in October,
September.
Yeah,
but I still have Outdoor Nationals next week, and then Chicago for the Americas Para Cup at the end of August.
right.
So
So you're not done.
Yeah.
your
No.
season kind of like it never stops.
yeah, it took a while to ramp up. It was kind of slow at the beginning of the year because we had Arizona and Florida back to back in April. And then we had like a whole month and a half off before we went to SoCal.
Right.
And SoCal was trials. And then after that, we went to Mexico in July. So that's something that I'm really excited about to talk about because Mexico was awesome.
Yeah.
First of all, I survived. I didn't get kidnapped by the cartel, even though I rode around, that little scooter that I put on my wheelchair?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was riding around the whole city. I was going in the actual driving lanes where cars were passing me, and I was just like sticking my hand out so I could make turn signals and stuff like that. Yeah, Mexico was fun. The tournament itself was very, very well organized. We had a lot of people that shot really well. I had a good qualification round. KJ Polish broke 705. He shot a 707, was 2 off from the world record.
Yeah.
Did really good. We both came home with individual golds. Yeah, and I didn't get sick, so
Yeah.
other than maybe a slight little hangover, but
I heard you guys partied pretty hard last day.
well, the thing is,
I don't think you slept when you got on the
no,
plane.
I didn't because we had our closing ceremony party, and it was at our hotel. And then while we're at the party, we get a text message in our WhatsApp group that the shuttle's going to pick us up at 1:30. And I'm like, well, it's 11 o'clock. Like, there's no point in going to bed. Like, you can't drink all day if you don't start early, right?
Right.
So took the words of somebody I know and just continued on into the night.
Looks at Bridger.
Yeah,
Can't drink all day if you don't start in the morning.
exactly.
true.
So I
This is
started at 0001.
000.
Yeah. Yeah, so no, Mexico was fun. That was the first leg of this circuit that we started. So backing
It's
up
it's a para World Cup or World Championship deal.
So it's continental right now.
Continental.
Yeah. So Europe has their own European Cup.
Right.
Asia has their own Asian Cup. We're the only ones that didn't. So, a couple people had the idea, and we were pushing it and pushing it. And last year with the World Archery Americas Para Committee, we pushed it, got approved, had the first 2 legs this year. We're hoping to grow it as time goes on, maybe next year or the following year, to where it's our own actual World Cup circuit where we go
Gotcha.
4 stages and then finals.
Gotcha.
The dream is to have finals with the World Cup finals, just add a day to it where we shoot 1 day and then you have World Cup finals the next 2 days.
Well, how does like European archery do it for the European finals or the European championships?
2 legs.
They do 2 legs and then a finals event?
No, they don't even do finals. So they do 2 legs, and whoever has the highest cumulative points from leg 1 and leg 2,
1 and 2,
they just get a secondary award after the second tournament.
To me, it would make sense to have it be mirror what the European and the Asian circuit is for however they do theirs.
Yeah.
And then you could have some sort of, I mean, probably not like a finals event type of deal, but have the champions of that get an automatic berth into world championships or paras or whatever level they want to input that for.
Yeah, and to your point, because there's so many divisions in para, we decided that it would be best if we compress it, right?
Yeah.
For you guys, you have the top 8. So we would take the top 4 in each division.
Yeah.
Shoot them on 1 day where you have those divisions shooting on 1 day. And then day 2 starts compound World Cup finals. Then day 3, recurve World Cup finals.
Yeah.
So we put all archery in 1 World Cup final.
Right.
Showcase it to the world. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to grow the sport, both able body and para.
Well, I mean, you could do it to where you take... Because it'd be the North and South American, continental, Asian, and European.
Yeah.
I mean, depending on how you want to split that up, you could split it to get 8 people so that you'd have a para World Cup. You'd probably have to split it to 4, but take the top 3, your 3 champions from Americas, Europe, and Asia, and then your highest qualifying guy with world ranking points after that.
Exactly.
Or, whatever other metric you want to use to measure it.
Yeah.
And then have that be, do a para World Cup final.
That's one way
beforehand.
To do it. And I think that's actually a really good idea that I'm going to steal from you and pass it along.
I mean, hell yeah, dude.
But,
He's the ex-World Cup guy.
Well, the thing is, what we wanted to do is get rid of the Americas, the European, and the Asia, and then just have 4 tournaments. So where we would have one in Chicago, 1 in South America, 1 in Europe, 1 in Asia,
basically,
and then World Cup final.
Basically do a World Cup.
Exactly, an actual World Cup.
The advantage to doing it, I mean, yeah, obviously that'd be the best case scenario. I think you'd pull potentially a better talent pool that way.
Exactly.
But just from an ease of access standpoint, it would be easier if you ran it like continental, and then the continental winners were the ones that were able to
Get
go
to
through.
pass into the final.
Yeah. Now that said, it's somewhat unfair because if you ran it as a worldwide circuit, there's a good chance that you'd have 3 dudes from the U.S. or 3 dudes from the Americas or 3 dudes from from a European country or a European continent that would end up being in the top 4. But
exactly.
Sucks to suck.
No kidding.
I mean,
That's my only point.
I guess it depends on what they would want to use as their metric for as far as how they want to distribute points and distribute archers from across the globe. If they want to have it be more somebody from each corner, I would do it as the continental thing, to where you have a continental circuit, what you guys are doing this year with Mexico and Chicago.
Yeah.
And what Europe and Asia already do with their 2 legs in their Europe and Asian championships.
Yeah. Well, the good thing is that you're getting you guys are getting a good big push because next Olympic Games in 3.5 years are in the U.S.
Exactly.
and LA.
Yeah.
One of the reasons we did all this was because of this has been a morphing from that movement. Jason as a gold medalist now from Paris, and then myself as his coach, we've been getting blasted with requests to hey, how do I get there?
Yeah.
And on the pro side of it, and Bridge, I don't know, at the ASA tournaments, I've talked about every pro out there. Mm-hmm. If you're even somewhat decent with a bow, they're going to go to trials. They're going to try to make trials.
Yeah. Yeah,
Everybody. I don't care who they are, because now that compound has been added to the in a mixed team event.
Yeah.
Everybody is going to try out for that squad and try to make that deal. So it's kind of how the brainchild of we decided to, we've done an academy here in Texas.
And that's one thing that people don't know yet.
Yeah, they don't know yet.
No.
Well, cat's out of the bag.
Yeah.
But no, and then all this came together as one big thing. So all of this stuff is important for the future in the next 3.5 years as we get closer to the games. Because that's para and able body both. And then if everything works out, we're going to have hopefully an archery compound archery division maybe in the next 2028 Olympics, where we've got mixed teams, individuals.
Well, speaking of since they're doing able body compound mixed team, is there a mixed team for paras for you guys?
Yes.
There is a mixed team?
We have mixed team, but we don't have team.
Right. Okay,
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah.
that's the only thing that we don't
you
have.
mixed
And that
but
was
not
because
standard teams.
they were talking about logistics and how long it would be because of all the divisions and
Right.
yada, yada, yada. Which is why they actually took our three-person team away and gave us doubles.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not everybody qualifies
Well, right, because
to the games, right?
And it drives me crazy because I still say, and it's a tough thing for me to say, and I don't want you to get pissed off at me because I know you're on the board and everything, but it just goes back to how they logistically run a tournament. There's time with the classes you guys have. I just think it's not used properly. Like, I'll give you an example. We just had a bunch of kids from JOAD, and you shot JOAD for years, and it's just amazing to me, and I'm going to bitch about this again, I've done it before, is that it's one day of unofficial practice on a Tuesday. You get there on a Monday, Tuesday, unofficial practice, 2 hours. 2 hours and you're done. And then Wednesday, 2 hours of official practice and you're done. Wednesday, the first scoring round, and that's a full days of shooting. I get that. Friday, another full day of shooting. But it's just like they waste so much time trying to overschedule everyone to the point that it becomes, I think, discombobulated. I still say this, and I always say it, the ASA runs 3,000 to 4,000 archers through 15 ranges in 2.5 days.
Yeah.
You guys run 700 shooters through these big events and can't get it done in 5 days. I just think it's a miss. It's a miss.
Yeah, but those 5-day tournaments have been gone for like 2 or 3 years now. So we do unofficial practice on Friday, qualify Saturday, eliminations on Sunday.
Oh,
That's nationals.
That's
Yeah.
national level stuff.
What
The
I was
only time
talking-
you have to hit is it 5 or 7 to be a world ranking tournament. I think
Days?
it's 5 days.
Yeah, it's 5 days.
so this is World Archery's issue.
Correct.
That's a World Archery thing.
But
No.
That's insane.
It's not even that.
For him, well, like for you, Jay, from a logistical standpoint, as far as like too many classes, too many shooters, too many matches to get through and
Yeah.
consolidate. For the Olympic side of stuff, every single match is a finals venue match.
Correct. It's all televised.
Every match.
Yep.
Wow.
That's mixed, or like for the able bodies, that's individual, team, and mixed team. Is
Correct.
every single match you shoot is like on a finals venue.
Yeah.
So they can only do one at a time.
Yeah.
So
And that's the thing. For Olympics, it's easy because all they have is recurve men and women.
Yep.
Right.
That's it.
But for us, being at the games now, we had compound men open, compound women open, W1 men, W1 women. Then we had recurve men open, recurve women open. Then we had the mixed teams for every single one of those. And then if you add doubles, first of all, you have to qualify 2 people to go.
Right.
And that's, you've seen how hard it is to find people to get to that level.
Yeah.
You'd have to source them, train them, make sure that
Right.
they're there. And then you're adding a doubles now for compound men, compound women, W1 men, W1 women. You're adding 6 more days pretty much of archery.
You've pretty much got 35 minutes that you have to add for each match, each division.
Yeah.
That's because
Each additional match that you would be putting into the program.
Yeah.
Like it's probably 25 to 35 minutes for a match.
Yeah.
It's potentially shorter with recurve because they play by sets and they
Sets.
can be done in 3 ends.
Yeah.
But with compound, you have to shoot 5 ends.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Like W1s, our matches were done in like, I want to say 15, 20 minutes, 20 minutes average.
per match.
Yeah. And we only had 13 shooters and we still shot from, I think our first match was at like 8:20.
Yep.
And the gold medal match finished at 1:30.
Yeah.
So,
So I mean, and
that was just.
I mean, I didn't get. Obviously, I haven't been to any Olympics level event, but I would assume they run it like the same
100%.
format, same way that any other
Every
World
single
Archery
thing.
tournament is run, because it's the same the same
Format.
like the form. Well, the committee that runs the actual venue
Yeah, it's
is
the
all
same
whatever
IF.
that production company is.
Yeah.
Runs both events, and dude, like, I mean, they are
It is clockwork.
on the ball. Like, the second they're walking off, they're like pushing you out onto the final
Yeah.
stage for the next match. Like, they don't fuck around.
That's why I was telling people that I didn't have a chance to go back. Like I would roll out the field and they're like, "Oh no, you're going to be up in 2
minutes.
matches." So back to the call
Yeah.
room, and then back to the call room, and back
Yeah.
to the call room. So yeah, but like at World Championships, at any other world ranking event, we do have the team matches. We have
Yeah.
mixed team. We have all that because they're pair specific.
Right.
But when it comes to Paralympics, that's where, and Eric Bennett was on the board. He introduced the thing. I think he was one of the people responsible for getting the doubles in Stillgrade.
Having another
But-
event.
Putting him in there. They're hoping to put him in by 32 in Australia.
Mm-hmm.
It was just too much for the program to handle in LA.
Right.
And that's fine. It gives us 8 more years to find.
Well,
other
8 more
partners.
years, and that gives you, 4 more world championships and however
Exactly.
many world ranking events in between all those to, like, iron out all the
To find
production
people
issues
and
with it, as
train
well as
people.
finding talent.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because that's your guys' I say biggest issue, but like, because obviously we have guys like you, guys like KJ, Ben. I mean, that's just us here in the States as far as the talent pool goes. But as far as like your guys' talent pool compared to able body is like a
much
puddle,
slimmer.
like a
A lot.
puddle compared to
Exactly. Your pond.
a pond or lake.
Yeah. Exactly.
Which,
Gotcha.
not that I'm saying we need to, blow out more guys' kneecaps, but
Right.
I do have a baseball bat.
There you go. Well, and then also we can switch gears real quick over to ASA and talk about it. We had the Classic this past week.
Yeah.
This was a really, really, really rough season for the 3D guys. I mean,
yeah.
I think we only shot 3 events in totality to a degree.
Well, yeah, because did the amateurs get rain delayed in Coleman?
yeah,
on
Coleman got
Saturday?
rained really, really hard.
Was it Friday or
on,
Saturday?
Friday.
Friday. Yeah,
And,
so the amateurs got delayed. Then
I don't
London
know.
was canceled.
London was canceled due to a
totally.
tornado, and then Metropolis was a half. Half a
Day two
day.
Metropolis.
So
was
3 of the
cut.
6 tournaments got something screwed up with them. One of them we didn't even shoot, and it was the weather's been a problem. As a matter of fact, if Josh Grind is listening, my suggestion, and we had this same issue, and I keep going back to bass fishing, but it's something that was near and dear to my heart, and we had the same problem. We were fishing into these summer months where we were dealing with hurricanes and storms. It were really bad. Mm-hmm. We said, screw this. We backed everything up into December. So now that the tour starts December timeframe, and we finish basically in May. And we avoid a lot of that, because you can go in different climates and different temperature where, as far as you stay in the South, of course, in December, January, February, because it's cold up north. Then you just swing the tour around to go catch it up in the springtime.
Yeah.
I think archery needs to do the same thing.
I don't know, dude. Did you shoot bowling in February?
Yeah, it was nice.
It was like freezing.
I would much rather shoot in 30 or 40 degree temperatures than be
It was
105.
It was 21.
No, it wasn't that bad.
It was pretty chilly that.
Oh, come on, it wasn't.
It was pretty chilly.
It was
that
chilly
first
in the morning, yes, but I mean the afternoon was 50.
That's when we shoot.
Yeah, but we shoot at 7 o'clock every day.
You could back those up potentially a little bit. I don't know. I'd much rather shoot in the cold. Somebody had a really good idea. We should be shooting indoor in July, August, June, July, and August.
Well, yeah, we should be. Have you ever been outside in
Dude,
July
it's
in North
just as
Dakota?
bad in
It's
Metropolis.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, North Dakota, but you go to Metropolis, which we have in July, and it's
Well, yeah,
85
it's still-
degrees with 105 degree humidity, and it's terrible.
Change those shoots to northern states.
Yeah, well,
And change
you'd
it from
have
the
to go
Alabama
north.
Shooters Association.
Yeah, that's a whole other can of worms. But anyways, they got killed this year. Weather was a problem, big problem.
I mean, we've always dealt with weather in ASA.
This year was worse.
The normal foot attire for an ASA is a pair of goulashes,
Yeah, the
muck boots.
Muck boots.
But it did seem like they got the events that they didn't have weather concerns with seemed like they were fine.
Yeah.
As Foley, it was a little chilly. That was the only one I went to this year. But all the other ones seemed to go off without a hitch.
Yeah, they
were. I know Courtney went
Benning was
to
good, and Minden.
Courtney went to Minden. She said it was well ran and everything. So I mean, I don't know. As far as the classic goes, like the shoot downs and stuff, I still say the Women's Zone Pro has the best product in all of the shoot
Man,
downs.
what parody at the classic?
Did you watch it?
I didn't get a chance to watch it yet.
Bro, Sarah Preels just like dunked on everybody. Like she came out and just hit like 3 14s, a 12, and a 10.
Really?
Like dunked.
That's pretty amazing. So
Like-
that's cool. But because
Tim did too.
Yeah.
Tim was up by like 15 or 20 points going in, and like his second arrow shoots a 14.
yeah, just drop the mic.
Yeah, well, I think he wanted to not have to shoot a last arrow,
yeah,
which I think he ended up winning by 20.
that's amazing. That's crazy. Wow. That's crazy. It was a lot of parody though. At Coleman.
Yeah, it was a good shoot off.
So does anybody? I asked the question. I don't know if you've heard yet, but I mean, Tanya was the one that surprised me. She's 16 up, leading day 1, and shot 10 down day 2, and finished like 9th.
Oh, I don't know what happened.
She had to have had an issue, I think.
I don't know. I didn't look at score. Well, here, let me.
Yeah, I mean the scores were it was 10 down. I checked it out.
Well, I mean, we'll know
day 2.
how many bonus rings did she have?
That's a good question. I didn't see that, but I don't know. I was surprised at that. I thought Tanya was going to win that one going away.
She did
as
win
good
shooter
as
of
she
the
shot.
year,
She won shooter of the year.
Well, I know Courtney had talked to Cassidy a little bit, and Cassidy told her that it was like it was really long and dark.
Yeah,
Their course was.
Yeah,
which there isn't like super uncommon.
it's not surprising. Yeah, exactly. Coleman is extremely dark all the time, especially if you get back in that heavy canopy. And that's what I heard. Day 1, they had shot up to 8 to 12 targets. Day 1. Had a rain delay. It got dark, and then they had to come back after the rain. And they said it was overcast skies. It was getting late in the day.
So it was
you just
like shooting at night.
well, and a good tech thing we can talk about, because I had encouraged this with one of our shooters before they went. You better know where your bow shoots without a lens in it and without a aperture, meaning a clarifier.
Yeah.
Because I heard it got so dark. Like if I was there, I would immediately took my lens out and probably took my lens out of my my peep sight and just went with just a straight regular bow hunter type setup, so I could see. Because they were saying that I heard a couple people say you were on a 40-yard target, a black boar down a lane, you literally could not see it; it was gone.
See,
With a 6-power lens,
I would do that, but a 19 thou fiber covers a javelina at 60 yards. Covers the entire javelina.
Yeah,
at 60
that's how
yards.
you
You know you're going to hit something.
yeah, that's true. But I know that, and then somebody was telling me some of the guys on the pro side were going from 6-7 power lenses down to 4s.
Yeah,
because it got so dark. Just trying to get you more information and less of the big black blob.
I mean, I'll go against that, because I remember one of the first years I went to London, everybody was talking about how it's awful shooting on the power lines, like have a setup without a lens and stuff.
Right.
And I was shooting the practice range on on like Thursday or Wednesday or Thursday, and dude, I could kind of see, like I could make out, like I could find a target line, find a silhouette and everything with my lens. But I'm like, you know what? I want to be able to find like the stick that I'm looking at in my binos or whatever, like this whatever detail that sunspot I can find on the target.
Right.
I want to be able to see it, and I don't think I can see it through my peep because of my lens. Ooh, hey.
Wow.
And so I had another housing that I didn't just had a regular up pin in. I put that thing in, and it was 10 times worse. I could not find a fucking thing through that. I tried every different peep size I had in my little podium kit. Like trying that other housing, and I couldn't see a fucking thing. So to me, like, dude, just run what you brung.
Yeah.
Like, at least for me, I've never been able to see any better by dropping my power or going to a slightly larger peep housing.
Yeah. I did it down in Metropolis 4 years ago when we had the rainstorms inside the canopy, and I mean torrential downpour. I didn't have a bow umbrella, nothing, and we got done. I shot the first target, got a low 5, could not see a darn thing. So I just took my clarifier out, took my lens off, and I could pick up targets at least because we had a big problem with fogging.
Oh,
I mean, it got so humid back there, and there was no way you could wipe your lens off, and by the time you got to full draw,
Fog back up.
you're fogged back up.
Yeah.
And I just said, this is crazy. I got to see what I'm shooting at, So it sucked. But yeah, it was weather was, like I said, it was a big issue with ASA this year. I think they went through some issues, and I know a lot of people complaining after Metropolis, especially when they cut that last day off. Now, they claim that it was the city or the wildlife officers or whatever said, look, the range was unsafe, so they had to cancel.
Well, I mean, A, lightning, and B, they probably didn't want everybody driving a bunch of 350s and 3500s through in that grass.
That same year, and 4 years ago, I think, or 4 or 5 years ago now, that same year is when they were burying trucks to the frames in the mud.
Was it in Metropolis or was it in?
That was Metropolis, dude. It was crazy.
Well, I remember the video of, was it Gillingham that almost got hit by that dude in London? Guys are like mudding up and down the power lines in London that one year when we had real bad rain.
Metropolis was that bad. I remember seeing this big jacked up 4-wheel drive truck, and he had to be at least he was buried to the frame, to his step frames, whatever.
That's crazy.
And I mean, I'm talking like with 37-inch tires. His truck was buried. I mean, they had brought two tractors in to pull him out, and it was bad. It was crazy,
dude.
Oh, that's soft soil.
To your point, they don't want to probably repeat that, because I thought for them to go in and fix that field was going to take a fortune.
Yeah.
Because
not just that, but I don't know if it was around the same time or if it was before or after when that person got hit by lightning up in New York. It was sometime around the general time frame.
That was the Thursday before
Metropolis?
or Wednesday before Field Nationals.
Okay.
Because I was me and Juan flew to Baltimore to drive up there. Mm-hmm. We got in real late, and I was talking to the rental car dude, and he's like, "Oh, you're going to shoot archery? Like, I heard some dude got hit by lightning in Jersey." And I had Juan look it up. Yeah, some dude was. No kidding. Yeah, it was like a Boy Scouts camp.
Yeah.
Type of deal. Yeah.
Well, it's been a crazy year because, and if people don't know, I mean, talking about that, you had that. Was that North Carolina where that lightning struck and wiped out a whole bunch of people? Was it, or is that the one you're talking about?
Jersey.
That one.
That was in Jersey.
That was a Jersey one. And then, we had the guy at TAC who got shot, in the head. Still don't know what's going on with that. I did confirm or heard that he had lost his right eye because of that. And that was a crazy accident. For those of you who don't know, they had a group of guys go down on a target about time, and the group didn't know he was back looking for a lost arrow. They hollered clear, they left, and then the next group comes in. First guy shoots and misses the target, and he gets hit in the head. Yeah. So it was not a good thing for archery, not a good look. So. Yeah. Anyways, with the advent of that, we've had some safety changes within the organization. I don't know, ASA. I'm pretty sure they came out with a statement about nobody behind the target for any reason.
Yeah.
We go back there and use the restroom all the time. Some guys go back and look for arrows, even though most of us don't. They kind of said, hey, we don't want no one behind a target for any reason whatsoever to keep that from happening. Mm-hmm. And then I know when I shot TAC up in Montana, they had us where they were giving out free orange towels. They were kind of cool towels, actually, but they mandated that someone in your group had to have that towel on the back of their backpack.
So you could be visible at all times.
So you could be visible. Because, this is the camo kingdom in TAC. Yeah. And they wear, so you get out there in the mountains, and you blend in pretty quick because that's what they all wear. It's Sitka, Kuyu, and First Light.
You don't want those foam animals to spot you.
Exactly. Well, they're duplicating the hunting scenario.
Like, train how you hunt.
But I'll tell you what's wild though is that a lot of questions about whether this guy's going to sue TAC, what's he going to do. It's going to be a big measure of where the archery community is as a community. No one's heard. I don't know. I haven't heard anything about it, but it kind of sucks because the ranges are set so they're hard to shoot.
Yeah.
And are we going to end up getting safer ranges because of it, or are they unsafe now? Just for someone to decide. I can tell you, in Montana we had some shots that were crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I know I watched a couple of arrows go banging through the trees and come out of the woods, and I don't know where they went. I mean, I don't know what that's good or bad.
Ricochets and
it's
an actual thing.
It's literally how they do things, and I don't know. It's kind of weird, but anyways, it's just been a weird year of competitive archery because we've had some things happen that I haven't seen in the past or in a long time. Like you said, Reading, it's kind of a given. It's it's going to happen.
It usually
One person, right?
there's usually at least one incident of
Yeah.
a stray arrow,
And
but
people
I
don't know
didn't.
that.
There very well could have been something this year that I just don't know about. But generally, it spreads around pretty quick as far as what happened to who, where, when. But
Did
I didn't hear
Jacob,
anything.
I think, got shot in the quiver, was it?
No, that was last year. Lindsey Christensen's husband.
yeah.
It wasn't him that got hit, but the arrow like buzzed between him and the gal that he was scoring with. They were like totaling up their scorecards by the target,
Yeah.
and like so, there's him and her were sitting on their stool, and the arrow went in between them and stuck in the dude that was at the target's water bottle holder.
Yeah, water bottle. That was it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But dude, we had some issues in Paris last year too.
Oh,
Where
really?
In France?
Yeah. So the way that the venue was set up, the qualification venue, you would have, let's say this is the back wall right there, and we're shooting towards it.
Yeah.
Well, behind the backdrop, I don't know, 200 meters, something like that. There's the entrance to the whole venue, and there's people coming in and stuff like that. Well, I guess there was a recurve shooter from one of the like Indonesian countries or something. He was sky drawing, and his finger slipped, pumped an arrow all the way back over, and it landed like a yard away from somebody that, like a spectator that was standing there.
Oh, wow.
Holy
Yeah.
shit!
And then another guy had his D-loop break as he was drawing back on a compound.
That's annoying.
Yeah, we've got
We
ghosts
got to
here.
fix that.
Dude's drawing back on his D-loop and put one into the back wall of the finals venue. Like, there's a hole there for a camera to be, and it hit next to it. So for a second there, they had a big meeting, and they were thinking of like canceling archery because they were upset that, oh, you guys should know better and yada yada yada. Well, yeah, stuff happens, man. It's not our fault that the field was designed that way, and D-loops break. Yeah, I get it. That's on the archer, but still, like, I was just thankful that nobody got hurt.
Yeah.
Because one of those spectators catching an X10 to the ankle or the Achilles,
Yeah.
it would have been in Greek times again.
No, new para archer.
Wow.
Hey, there you go.
Recruitment,
Yeah, exactly. I'm always recruiting.
questionable recruitment practices.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I think when we had outdoor nationals also was field nationals.
Field
was
nationals,
2
yeah.
weeks ago. You went to that.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many people showed up for that tournament?
I think it's somewhere around 300, 300 or 400, something like
That's
that.
crazy.
What's nuts is like the first field nationals I ever went to is in Mechanicsburg.
Yeah.
And like I would consider Mechanicsburg like the Augusta National of like field courses. You could literally shoot 4 wide on every single target on all 4. I think they have 4 courses out there. You can shoot 4 wide on every single target. Like, it is the best manicured field course in the country, without a doubt. It's definitely not the most challenging, like, especially compared to, like, Darrington and, what is it, Eagle Pass?
Eagle Lake down here.
Eagle Lake down here. But, like, yeah, I mean, it was a well-run shoot. Definitely a little light for participation. But, like, the first time I ever went there was probably 1,000 people.
Yeah, I was going to say, we used to run field nationals was well over 1,000.
Yeah. So, which sucks that we're seeing field die because it's
Well, let me ask you
Dude, it's
another
so
question.
it's so fun to shoot, man.
Out of those 300 people, if I had to guess, half of them were over the age of 50?
Yeah, they were all old.
Old guys. Yeah. It's just, I don't know what's going on, but the young people are not gravitating to that
Towards field.
discipline.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's weird. Really weird.
We need a little excitement in field. Something like the Maxi Golf League.
Well, we've talked
I
about
don't know
it
if
a million
anybody's
times.
watched Happy Gilmore too.
Oh, I haven't watched it yet.
Okay.
I haven't seen it yet either. Is it good?
Oh, you guys are gonna. That's what we need in archery. We need a new league to come in and challenge.
Well, speaking of new league, that's something that's been talked about. There's a friend of mine actually, and you guys know him, had started the little controversy online, which is the reason why people said, "Hey, have a call-in show.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this stuff." And because it's got some traction, and it was talking about, new league. He wants to do it kind of, and I don't blame him. I've said it for the last 4 years. I mean, you just named like a bunch of locations in the country that have been holding field nationals now for decades,
Yeah.
since the 60s.
I mean, it's been field nationals has been Mechanicsburg, South Dakota, and
and
Darrington.
Darrington, yeah.
I mean, granted, I'm not that much of an old
But
guy,
long-
but have been
but
doing
they've
it
been
a
there
long
long
time,
before
and
you
that's
were
the
there.
only places I've ever seen them at.
Correct. And now you look at our ASA schedule, with the exception of maybe 2 or 3 venues over the last 20 years, we shoot the same venues in the same time frame, the same year, every year.
Yeah.
USA Archery, you guys are shooting the same venues for the most part. Buckeye's kind of new, new.
Buckeye's a new permanent one.
permanent one,
Next
right.
year we don't have Arizona, so that's
Yeah, so that's going to be something different potentially.
Yeah, Buckeye's been around. This is year 9.
Yeah, but
I guess
they
not
used
year
to
9
flip-flop,
because
right?
they used to
Yeah.
flip flop between
But
this and
it's-
Texas. But like the first one was 2016.
yeah, but it's permanent now.
Yeah.
And with Arizona being gone, I'm kind of hoping that they do A&M.
I would
Because it'd be
I-
cool to shoot A&M in early April.
Oh, it'd be perfect.
instead of
that'd be
September.
great.
Yeah,
That'd be great.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, anyways, there's but we still have these same venues, and there's pluses and minuses to that. You get used to the venue, so you know where to eat, you know where to stay. It makes logistically everything easier. But I don't know. I think adding parity to the tour from all tours to give us new locations, new challenges, new weather, new everything is what can keep the sport vibrant. And sometimes I ain't gonna lie to you, I get tired of shooting the same thing at ASA every year. I really do.
I mean, yeah, I guess we could say that, but PGA plays the same courses every year.
Yeah, but there's more courses than there
But
are.
they do have way more tournaments than we have 4, right?
Yeah.
And then we have outdoor nationals that changes every 2 years.
Right.
You guys on the ASA circuit, it's the exact same
it's the exact
4 and the exact same classic.
Yeah.
I mean, change it up a little bit.
Yeah, I just think there is. And so this guy came on Facebook and made a comment about it, and bam, it exploded and got viral, and people were saying their piece, and even some of it's just even tournament logistics, as far as, here in Texas, we still shoot 30 targets. I'm okay with 30 targets until about June. And then after that, I don't want to do 30 anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, I actually timed it this year in the qualifiers that I shot. When we got done with 30, we started, let's say around 9:30. By 11:30, 12, we're done with 20.
Yeah.
And it takes us the same amount of time to shoot the last 10 as it did the first 20.
Yeah.
And you can see it, you can feel it. Everybody slows down.
Yep.
They're tired, they're hot, they're exhausted.
It doesn't get any easier.
And it gets harder, and the shots are taking longer, and it just slows everything down when we could have been done at 20.
Yeah.
Now, the number one complaint that is coming up about this, and like I said, we should do a call-in show because it's been asked, but, well, I don't drive 4 hours to shoot 20 targets, draw my bow 20 times.
People drive 15.
Well, I was going to say, you drive halfway across the country in an ASA Pro-Am and do exactly that.
Yeah.
You shoot
Except
20.
they do it 2 days, right?
days,
Yeah,
yeah,
so do 2 days of 20 targets if
Yeah,
people
well,
want to.
I've always said that you do 20 targets and then if you want to stay to get more archery in, if the clubs were smart, they would run a 10 target jackpot shoot,
Yeah.
split the pot 50-50. The club makes more money. The shooter makes more money that wants to stay and shoot it, or use it as a buckle fund, but for the kids and use a 50-50 split that way.
Yeah.
But you're given the option. If you drove 4 hours, you can get 10 more targets in if you choose to do so. But if it's 102 degrees out and you want to go home,
I want to shoot 5.
yeah,
and be done with it.
Exactly. You can do that, and it's given the archer the choice and the prerogative. So I get it, and I've always said this too. In Texas, here as big as we are, if we got to drive 4 hours to shoot 20 targets, the organization should give another qualifier that's closer to some of the major cities, so you don't have to drive 4 hours to shoot your bow.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because we're big enough to have multiple, if not 3 to 4 qualifiers in a given weekend, so the archers are not traveling 4 hours to go shoot 20 targets. And I get it. Texas is unique because we're big. It's a big state. But I don't know. What do you think about that?
I mean, if we did anything in Texas, it would be to have like different regions. Because, dude, like it takes our state tournament was in Paris, Texas, which is
7 hours.
7 hours to get to.
Yeah.
Like,
That's why I didn't shoot it.
yeah,
And I had
like,
traveled so much the
then-
prior 2 weeks, I was tired.
Yeah, and then what is there in Paris, Texas? Nothing.
Fuzzy's Tacos at the gas station.
Exactly.
They're on the outside of town.
Where do people stay? Like an hour away from the shoot?
Well, you have to if we end. That's why they moved the Pro-Am from there because of the housing limitations. It's
Exactly.
not a big city. And it did stink for that reason. But then logistically for the organization, it made sense because they get to draw Oklahoma, Arkansas, Louisiana
Yeah.
which helps the participation numbers. So there's reasons why some of those things are done. And it's not a secret. And I'm saying they're good for the organization for sure. But I don't know. Like I said, to your point, I actually approached the ASA when I moved here, probably 15 years ago now, and said, look, this state's so big, we need a north and south zone. Or, I don't say an east and west because the west side is so fragmented because the west is a desert.
Well, yeah,
Essentially.
nobody out there.
But a north and south division makes sense. You cut it off at Waco or Austin and everything north of that and everything south. They're two different divisions. Then you take the top 10 from each division and you have a true state tournament of who the best are.
Yeah.
It'll be an interstate rival, but at the end of the day, it keeps you from having to drive 4 to 5 hours. Because on any given weekend, we have a tournament in Irving, Texas. For us here in San Antonio, it's a 5.5 hour drive.
Yeah.
You're not getting any quicker. There's no way. And it sucks. That's a long drive.
It is.
What happens is you just don't get the southern shooters going north,
Yeah.
and you definitely don't get the northern shooters moving south.
Yeah.
They stay in their territories. And we don't have as many clubs here as they do up north. That is slowly changing, but it's just a tough environment because we are so darn big. Oklahoma, where I spend a lot of time for work, they drive 4 hours and they can be in one corner of the state to the other.
Yeah.
I mean, they can shoot a qualifier.
It's easy.
It's easy.
Yeah.
Absolute piece of cake.
Louisiana, Alabama, everybody
Same way.
else. Yeah.
Yeah. I can drive from North Georgia to South Georgia in 3 hours, 3.5 hours.
I'm with you, but at the same time, I'm thankful that we don't have any shoots in like El Paso or anywhere
gosh,
out there.
no.
Dude, it's 8 hours from San Antonio to El Paso.
Yeah. You could be across three
not-
states
I'm not doing
in
that.
the southeast.
Dude, well, any ASA we go to, like national level one, if it's within driving distance, like more than half of the drive is getting out of Texas.
100%.
No doubt.
Yeah.
It takes us 5.5 hours to get out of Texas.
Minden's in a different state, and it's the same distance as Paris was.
It's seriously.
Dude, I'm driving to Springfield next week to Outdoor Nationals, and it's going to take me longer to get out of Texas than it's going to take me to get through Oklahoma and Springfield.
Yeah.
That's going to be like 2.5 hours, and the other 7.5 are going to be getting out of Texas.
Right. Yeah, it's that part of it makes it really tough.
And I have to go through that one city that I absolutely despise.
Which one?
They wear a star on their helmet.
Oh,
Yeah.
the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Even Micah Parsons doesn't want to be there anymore.
And it's almost football season.
Yeah.
You excited?
Stoked.
Yeah.
I was actually sitting there planning what tournaments, what games I'm going to this year.
Oh God.
So Courtney's parents are coming down. They really, really want to go to a Longhorns game and experience it. And Bridger, you've been to 2 of them with me. It's a pretty cool experience. And I've got a couple of friends now that I met that actually tailgate and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, let's go. But I wanted to keep it mild. So I was going to take them to the Vanderbilt game because it's not as big, right? Well, I just realized after I told them, yeah, we'll go November 1st. We're in Mexico for that big indoor shoot.
Yeah.
So we're going to the Arkansas game. Yeah.
Well,
It's gonna be-
Bridger's stuck with going to the A&M Cult games.
Yeah.
Don't lie.
Hey, you can go to Austin and what is it, November 28th? A&M plays.
Yeah, it's in Austin this year, isn't it?
I should try and get some tickets for that.
Yeah. That's going to be a good one.
It's like Courtney loves it, and like I understand why people like it, but I like football too much to want to watch it live.
Yeah, I agree.
It's so much better to consume it on a TV because you can stop it, you can rewind it, you can actually see what the hell's going on.
Well, and drinks are cheaper at home.
Drinks are cheaper. I don't have to wait in line to take a leak.
True. Yeah. And when I was talking to my Courtney's parents last night, I was doing timelines of like if we were to go to the A&M game, it's a night game.
Yeah.
By the time the game's over, by the time we get to the car and traffic clears out and we get out of Austin and get back home, it's 3:00 in the morning
Yeah.
for a football game.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yes, that's insane.
Yeah. I could just stay at home, make some badass birria tacos.
Hell yeah, bro.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I'm excited. Football season's getting ready to kick off. There's a lot of stuff that comes with the fall. It's not just the dreaded indoor season. It's all the cool stuff. Like you said, people are getting wound up about elk hunting right now.
Oh, yeah.
People are here in Texas are going to start dusting out their bows, their 80-pound bows to go kill a little greyhound with antlers on it.
Right.
But it's cool, man. It's just how the way the season goes, right? We have our stages, and I hate to see outdoor season end, but I love to see outdoor season end because I know that I'm not outside. I mean, I look like, I don't know, a box of, you remember the box of chocolate and vanilla ice cream?
Oh, yeah.
That's what my knees look like right now.
They do.
From sitting out in the sun
They
and
do.
shooting outdoors. But
I can attest.
Like Neapolitan ice cream.
exactly, mine is the pink. But
Well, he's got pink now.
now I do because
On his damn knees was funny.
I got a little distracted and set a frying pan on my knee.
He set a frying
Yeah,
pan
no,
on
well,
his knee.
we went out to dinner and he rolled in and he had that big patch on there. I was like, what the hell did he do to his leg?
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah, so I guess when you're a
Damn
cripple,
Gordon.
you don't feel your knees. nearly
Normally I
much.
can feel it, but
Yeah. He's cooking dinner and set up hot frying pan on his knee
yeah,
and melted
I was
it.
flipping eggs and just for some reason I accidentally
Oh my God.
touched it. I'll tell you one thing: those
Let me ask you a
those
question.
Gordon Ramsay.
Did it smell bad?
No,
Really?
nothing. No, because when I touched my skin,
Because burning flesh normally
when I touched
stinks.
my skin, it felt like this.
It was crispy.
Yeah. So it's luckily it's a 2nd-degree burn. It didn't go all the way through. So
Oh, it was only second?
Yeah, it's only
Because
second.
I know
It
you
was
guys
disgusting.
hadn't gone to the
Yeah.
clinic yet.
yeah. So I went to the clinic, got everything checked out, and yeah, I went down Google rabbit holes on looking at burns, and yeah, it's only 2nd-degree. But I'll tell you what though, those Gordon Ramsay pans definitely get hot quick.
Oh, yeah, you got the fancy hex
Well,
class.
and I had the little frying pan
Yeah.
on the big burner at max.
Oh, just like,
because I'm impatient and I want to cook my eggs as fast as I can. Yeah, that's what happens.
That's insane.
It's all good. But anyway, bye-bye outdoor season.
Yeah.
Except for me, I got 3 more shoots. So,
Yeah, you got 3 more, and I'll tell you, the tournament season was, like I said, it was a weird year, very weird year I think for most of the organizations. We'll see what happens next year. I know there's a lot of changes coming down the pipe. You know, we talked about this before. Vegas changing their dates, Indoor National changing their dates. They're moving the Dakota Classic to the ATA show.
no, Rushmore Rumble.
Or excuse me, the Rushmore Rumble. I get those confused.
I was gonna say that's the only other outdoor tournament, outdoor/indoor. I guess it is technically indoor, but it's an outdoor
Format. Yeah,
outdoor
but
format.
I do like that one.
The
yeah,
first
I think it's going to be a big one. I really think that that's going to be a game changer for the ATA. I think it's going to be either the ATA survives this or they don't.
So ATA is going to be at Rushmore Rumble
So
in
Rushmore
In
Indianapolis.
Louisville.
in Louisville.
In Louisville.
Is it Louisville or Indianapolis?
And I think Louisville.
One of those two.
It's one of those two, but I think Louisville.
I think it's Indianapolis.
Yeah, we'll have to check.
Courtney was looking the other night.
Yeah.
One of those two cities, but they're doing. Well, I don't know exactly what the schedule, like shooting schedule and ATA show schedule is, but I know like the first day of ATA is still classic ATA show. You have to be a buyer or manufacturer to gain access.
To gain access, yeah.
So you can still do all your purchases or all your buys and all that stuff. And then the remaining days are, which I think is during the tournament, is open to the public.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's either you have to buy a ticket or have
I think
a
if you're
tournament
registered
entry.
at the tournament, you
Yeah,
get
if
free
you're
access.
tournament entry, you get access,
Right.
or you buy a ticket.
Right.
I think I'm actually going to make it to ATA this next one.
Really?
I've never been to one.
I'll tell you, it's sad to see what it has
become.
from where it was. Yeah, I talked to a guy. I didn't go this past year, but he told me that they got all their buying done and looking at all this stuff and products in 3/4 of the day.
Yeah.
You
Well,
couldn't
I
even
mean,
see-
one good thing about them knowing that it's going to be open to the public, especially with the tournament coming, like I would hope that potentially it would incentivize more companies to come and build better booths and stuff and to showcase more product. But
it's funny you say that because that's what's happened. You've got I hate to say it, but the irrelevancy of it. You had, I heard like PSE brought a 10 by 10 table last year. Normally they've got a semi truck trailer
yeah, they've got their big
pull in, and it's a half a block of stuff. I mean, even Ultraview. I knew Colby 2 years ago when I went. He had a 10-foot by 10-foot table with a backdrop, and that was it, and with a bunch of product on it. So, and then of course, you've got Matthews and Elite and some of these bigger shop. Bowtech, they're not coming anymore. They're not there. So it is interesting to see if they decide to switch gears and come back to the ATA show with the advent of a public.
I mean, well, Jason, you'd have a better say on this because you've been. But is SHOT Show open to the public?
You've got to have a a pass.
You have to. You have
Yeah.
to.
You
Well,
gotta
is
purchase
it?
a pass? I believe you
But
can.
no, is it
But
open
like,
to
can
the public?
me not having any affiliate, if I show up without any affiliation with a firearms brand or weapons brand,
Can he walk in?
can I like buy a
I,
pass?
that's
and
something
walk
not
in?
100% on.
I don't think you can. I think
you've got to have
affiliated.
some kind of connection to someone
manufacturer,
that's
dealer.
there. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and that part of it
I know that
sucks.
shows a hell of a lot bigger than. I mean,
Just a little bit.
I mean, that industry is larger than archery, obviously, but
I went to the SHOT Show when it was in Orlando, and it's been 15 years ago. But I was there. I think it was a 4-day show, and I didn't even come close.
Yeah.
It was impossible.
No.
The last day, I was trying to run through most of it, literally trying to move through it quickly,
Yeah.
so I could kind of catch everything, and I still didn't get there.
No, we were there for the entirety of it and didn't catch everything because it's 4 floors pretty much. It's 3 or 4 floors, but it's massive.
Yeah.
Massive.
I mean, hell, the Iowa Deer Classic is a open to the public show, and it's bigger. It seems busier than the ATA show is. The last couple times I've been to ATA, anyways. So, I mean, I guess I'm looking at it from an optimistic glass half full viewpoint, but I hope it kind of rejuvenates the ATA to some degree. Now, I don't know if that means like these companies are going to start having to do sales, or if that just means Rob at Lancaster is just going to be raking in that much more money because that's going to be the only place that you can buy it at the show.
Yeah.
Like it is. Because, I mean, that's how it is at all of our, I say all of our, but a lot of our trade shows in the industry at tournaments.
Right.
Now, you can go to like the True Ball trailer and True trailer and stuff and buy parts and components and whatnot, but you're not walking up to the Matthews trailer and buying a bow.
No.
You're not going to the
Booth
the
and buying a
booth
bow.
and buying bows and accessories and stuff.
Right.
Hell, even Tim at the Bee Stinger trailer doesn't sell bars. He might. I may be totally wrong on that, but to my knowledge, he doesn't sell bars and arrows.
I don't think he does.
So like Steve at the Easton truck isn't selling arrows. Like hell, even for us when we would have a booth at TAC,
His name's Cody.
hey,
by
we
the
don't
way.
have that. Is it Cody? Is he? Well, I didn't know if Steve is still going to him. I know Steve used to.
Yeah, they're always together, but you're right.
But either way, like even for us when we would do trade shows, if it was something we didn't have, it's like, hey, the Lancaster trailer's over there, they'll have it.
Yeah.
Go talk to Mike.
Yeah.
So like, does that just mean Rob's gonna just be rolling around and taking
More power to him.
taking Magic Johnson bathing
Bathing in
Johnson
money.
baths,
Yeah.
bathing in money?
Yeah.
No, but you're right. It's going to be that will set the tone on whether the ATA resurrects itself, I believe. And I'm hoping, I'm assuming that their mindset is that, man, we bring this tournament here, we'll get some shooters. I think opening to the public is something that's needed to be done because the buyers mixing in with the social media people has become an issue there for
Well,
years.
and if they utilize like I don't know if they still do it. I haven't been in a number of years, but like they used to do like the Outtech show. I remember one of the last times I went, the Outtech show, they had, God, who was it? Some country artist came out and sang. They like catered a bunch of food and everything. So like, I mean, obviously you're not going to do that for just your random Joe bag of donuts, but like have a VIP area for buyers and sellers, and then have, just general admission tickets that you can sell and you pay for them.
Well, it's funny.
Pay for
because
whatever
when
with
I went
that.
to TAC this year up in Montana. It's interesting because I haven't been to one in a while, no secret. It's always conflicted with the schedule, our tournament schedule. So we went because Lisa really wanted to go. She wanted to experience one. And it was cool. It was a great venue and stuff. But I'll tell you, it's funny because at the vendor village,
I heard the vendor village was.
it's pretty awesome, but it's becoming like ATA. Like the amount of people there trying to get free stuff is mind-numbing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, there's a new name. I even coined it, and I could be wrong coining this, but you know how they have buckle bunnies in rodeo? Yeah, we got tack bunnies running all over the place at tack events.
They're just Instagram sluts.
Yeah, it's crazy. And then you walk around the vendor village, and they are. I mean, if I heard it once, I heard it 100 times. Man, I got 100,000 followers, and you need to let me sponsor your product and this, and it was unbelievable. I was like, well, at least we're not insulated at the ATA alone. This is now happening at TAC.
Everywhere.
Yeah, and I even talked to one of the vendors. I'm not going to name who it is, but he was like, "Yeah, it's it's nonstop every day. I mean, the amount of people coming in, peddling them for free product and showing them their Instagram page and how many people they have follow them, and it's crazy.
Dude, that sucks for everybody else because so you get the big manufacturers, vendors that are going to tack to kind of broaden their horizons, right?
Yeah.
And you get all these people that are just on them over sponsorship and stuff like
crazy.
that, so that when us on the tournament side, the actual shooters that really use their products all the time, try and get something from them,
Yeah.
they're tapped out because they've gone to the other side.
And I've said this 100 times, and I'll keep saying it, keep bitching about it. But at the end of the day, you're not going to see anyone that is sponsored at TAC wearing a jersey from any manufacturer, even wearing their hats. I hate to say it, or even a T-shirt. I mean, it is crazy because they are so. It's the camo. Yeah, it's a camo army. It really is. And unless, matter of fact, I even told Darton, hey, we need to come up with a camo pattern Darton shirt or just to sell at TAC. We'd sell the crap out of them. We're not selling a red and black jersey. Sorry.
Bro, you could just come out with Realtree, just do a Realtree Advantage. It's got to be the cheapest licensing to buy right now.
Exactly.
Louis Vuitton is selling a $4 T-shirt I bought at Walmart 25 years ago. My dad bought a Walmart 25 years ago for $500.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So yeah. Anyways, it's been seeing interesting to see what's going to happen next year. We'll of course get into that and talk more about it as the season progresses. But we're going to close it up. But real quick, we got a bunch of cool stuff because with video now, one thing we've always talked about doing is we got a table in front of us and we're going to start looking at products and talking about. So for those of you who listen to us talking about how we set the scope up, we're going to be able to show you how to set the scope up.
Exactly.
We're going to be talking about products, and this is why we love this bow, why we don't like this bow. And we're going to show you in detail what's going on with that piece of equipment here on video. Probably going to do a whole heck of a lot more in the TikTok world, in the Reels world with Instagram, because we haven't done a lot of just content. Jason has got some just kick-ass gear coming over. I seen the hats the other day. They're amazing. We got some jerseys coming in, which are amazing. Yeah. You're going to see a lot of guys and gals out there wearing them. We're going to kind of try to be the the army of Archery Unhinged people. So we'll see. Plus, I'm going to tell you guys now, and you may not know him. You ain't going to see him a lot. We got a new producer with us now. He comes out of the black rifle world.